So Marguerite is here this morning to launch the 4th book in her series. So as you can see, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So Marguerite has been writing for a while. I know nothing about Marguerite. It's a big surprise for me. Do any of you know Marguerite?
Oh,
Yes. Do you know Kapheus Fire? No? Does anybody know Kapheus, the series? So Marguerite,
oh well, Tasha,
you have your audience.
Margaret Stories and Lock. Yeah, agus tá si bhain seoinniu do bheolú leabhar. Cad é seolú leabhar? Cad é seolú leabhar?
Guess what it is? Seolú leabhar.
Seolú leabhar. Cad é seolú leabhar? Well, oh. Storybook? 9 or no.
It's a book.
No, wait.
I'm trying to give them a hint, but that'll tell them.
Cad é seolú leabhar? Tá muid go léir a seo do bheolú leabhar. Cad é seolú leabhar? Well, I'll tell you something magical that happened. We sent emails out to all the schools in Sligo, and your principal added your name, your school's name to the hat, and we put in the name of your school with all the other schools in Sligo, and Claudia pulled out the name of your school. So you're the school in Sligo that won the competition for Seolú leabhar. Cad é seolú leabhar?
I will put the hand in. I will know.
Seolú leabhar. Cad é seolú leabhar? Iontar. Well, the boss does it, I'm Stand up and tell everybody that. What?
It's very important to be quiet.
Yeah. It's very important to be quiet because, will I tell you the secret behind this one? Do you want to know why it's so important to be quiet? Because I'll strike a deal with you guys. If you're quiet and you listen and enjoy the stories, I will ask your principal if you can have no homework. But we have to strike a deal, do we? We have to strike a deal, and do we have a deal? Yeah. We have a deal. Because it's not every day an author comes to a school. No. So, but we have to have, now if you renege on your side of the deal, I'll have to renege on my part of the deal. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have to be very quiet and everybody listen. Alright, are you on for that? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you stick to your side of the bargain? Yeah, okay. So, go on cue. Yeah? Okay. Now, my name is Marguerite Tonry and I'm from Galway. And my books are about a brother and a sister called Eliza and Jamie. And Eliza and Jamie lived with their mum and their dad in their house by the woods in a place called Era. And well, it is again you call Will Era. Shasus. Shasus, I was operating. Call Will Era. Big voice. As loud as you can shout. Ireland. Ireland. Mahu, Mahu. We have a deal. We have it to you. So Eliza and Jamie lived with their mum and their dad in their house by the woods in a place called Era, Ireland. So you know what the scene is like now, do you? Okay, so you know what Ireland looks like. Okay, so after dinner the whole family, Uncle Davin came to visit, and then after dinner the whole family sat together listening to stories of faraway lands, of great adventures and encounters with the most extraordinary of creatures. They heard stories of strange skies, rivers that flowed and splashed and bobbled over stones and yet had no water. They heard about shadows that had no objects and objects that had no shadows. By the time the night drew in, both Eliza and Jamie were completely and utterly in awe of their great Uncle Davin. It was only when the grandfather clock sounded the last chime of the night that everybody realised it was well past their bedtime. Now, the next morning, this is what happens. I don't want my children subjected to Kapheus, and I'm not happy you've decided to visit us. Where were you for the past 8 years when I could have done with your help? You're her godfather and you haven't been around. Now you turn up on my door and expect me to be happy. Well, I'm not happy with this arrangement at all. 18, you know her time has come. It's time for both children to see Kapheus. Why is it time? What did Kapheus ever do for me? What did it do for any of us? Look at your life, it's a mess. You just wander from place to place and leave people when they need you most. 18, it's their time. Time for what? Asked Cahill. Cahill had just walked through the front door with Eliza and Jamie. Now Cahill is the dad and 18 is the mum. Nothing, Cahill. Uncle Davin, can we hear another story? Jamie asked. There'll be no stories this morning until you're washed and dressed in some clean clothes. Off up the stairs with you, Jamie. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Eliza, what's that there? Her mother shouted, pointing to a muddy patch on the floor. I didn't do it. I took my boots off outside. They're Jamie's boot marks. I don't care whose they are. Clean it up. What do you think?
That's really good. I think you're
Thanks,
she's getting a bit of
Isn't she getting a bit grumpy? Isn't that something?
She's probably just getting a bit irritated that the godfather hasn't visited in ages.
I think that's what's going on there. Do you think? So all that morning, Eliza and Jamie were tiptoeing around their mum. Do you remember we have it to you? All that morning, Eliza and Jamie were tiptoeing about their mum because they didn't want her to go to them. So, and at the end of the morning, Eliza's mum says, Eliza, Uncle Davin wants to give you a present. He's up in your room right now. I don't know what he's doing giving you a present. You're not a bit grateful for anything anyone does for you. Eliza didn't say a word. She just crept upstairs. Jamie said, can I go? No, you can't. Go upstairs and tidy your bed and bring down your dirty clothes. Jamie went, oh. So he went upstairs. Eliza then stood at the doorway of the room, looking at her uncle draw what seemed to be a wood on her bedroom wall. It's Kapheus. What's Kapheus? The most wonderful place of all. I'll tell you all about it when I finish drawing. Could you hand me that green chalk, please? Eliza bent down to pick up the chalk, and just as she lifted her head before handing the chalk to Davin, something startled her. What's wrong? Nothing. She handed the chalk to Davin, swiftly left the room, crossed the hallway to Jamie's room. Jamie! Not now, Eliza. Jamie! Eliza, go away. But Jamie, this is really important. It's a secret. A secret? What kind of a secret? Jamie!